Introduction: Embracing the wisdom of Stoicism to ease anxiety and improve sleep. Unlocking ancient wisdom for modern peace. In our modern world, anxiety and insomnia are pervasive issues affecting millions. We face constant notifications, relentless workloads, social pressures, and personal fears. These stressors can make restful sleep seem elusive, and persistent worry can drain our vitality. Yet, thousands of years ago, Stoic philosophers offered timeless principles to cultivate inner resilience, serenity, and clarity, principles equally relevant today. What is Stoicism? It's a practical philosophy centered on understanding what is within our control and learning to accept what isn't. Stoics believe that our thoughts, judgments, and actions shape our emotional state more than external events. By mastering our internal landscape, we can find peace amidst chaos. This book compiles 100 life lessons rooted in Stoic philosophy designed to help you reduce anxiety and foster restful sleep. These lessons are simple but profound, and they can be integrated into your daily routine. Listen one lesson a day or as needed. Reflect on each, practice the exercises, and gradually build a resilient, peaceful mindset. Remember, inner change takes time, patience, and consistency. Let's begin this journey toward tranquility and restorative sleep, grounded in the wisdom of the ancients. Understanding anxiety and sleep, the inner battle. What is anxiety? Anxiety is a natural response to perceived threats or uncertainties. It manifests as racing thoughts, physical tension, and a sense of dread. While mild anxiety can motivate, chronic anxiety hampers well-being, disrupts sleep, and drains emotional resources. The connection to sleep. An anxious mind often resists relaxation, making it difficult to fall asleep or stay asleep. Worrying about waking up tired, missing deadlines, or health concerns can create a feedback loop. Worrying about sleep disrupts the sleep you need. Why sleep matters. Sleep is the foundation of mental and physical health. It enhances memory, supports immune function, regulates mood, and restores energy. Sleep deprivation intensifies anxiety, impairing rational thought and emotional control. The Stoic solution. Stoicism teaches us to examine our perceptions and reactions. By focusing on what we can control, our thoughts and behaviors, we can lessen the grip of anxiety. Cultivating acceptance and rationality allows us to sleep more peacefully. The core idea: recognize that external events are beyond our control. Control our judgments and responses. Develop inner resilience through reflection and practice. This book offers practical lessons to help you implement these principles daily. Building a foundation of inner calm. 1. Control what you can. Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens. Epictetus. Focus your energy on your thoughts, choices, and actions. External events, others' opinions, health issues, financial fluctuations, are outside your control. When anxiety arises, pause and ask, is this within my control? Redirect your attention to what you can influence. Exercise. Journaling. Write down worries and categorize them as controllable or uncontrollable. Focus only on the controllable. 2. Accept the present moment. Receive without pride. Let go without attachment. Marcus Aurelius. Resisting reality fuels suffering. Practice accepting the present as it is, without judgment. This doesn't mean resignation, but rather acknowledgement, which reduces internal resistance. Exercise. Take 5 minutes daily to observe your environment and thoughts without trying to change or judge them. 3. Practice gratitude. He who is not grateful for the present will never be satisfied with the future. Seneca. Gratitude shifts focus from what's missing to what's abundant. It diminishes anxiety about the future and fosters contentment. Exercise. Keep a gratitude journal. Each night, list 3 things you're grateful for, no matter how small. 4. Distinguish between what is and what seems. Nothing is so absurd that it cannot be said with a smile. Marcus Aurelius. Our perceptions often distort reality. Train yourself to see the facts clearly, avoiding exaggerated or irrational judgments. Exercise. When feeling anxious, write down the facts of the situation and then your interpretations. Challenge any negative assumptions. 5. Prepare for challenges. The obstacle on the path becomes the way. Marcus Aurelius. Visualize difficulties you might face and plan rational responses. This mental rehearsal reduces fear and builds resilience. Exercise. Daily visualization. Imagine facing a common stressor calmly and effectively. 6. Limit worry about the future. Do not let your future disturb you, for you will meet it, if at all, with the same mind that you meet the present. Marcus Aurelius. Focus on today's actions. Worrying about tomorrow robs peace from the present. Exercise. Set a worry time each day, 15 minutes to acknowledge concerns, then let them go. 7. Reflect on mortality. Do not act as if you had thousands of years to live. Seneca. Contemplating mortality emphasizes the value of each moment, reducing trivial worries. Exercise. Meditate briefly on your mortality once a week, appreciating the present. Practice self-discipline. No man is free who is not master of himself. Epictetus. Discipline in habits, sleep, diet, exercise, create stability, reducing anxiety. Exercise. Create a nightly routine that signals your mind it's time to rest. 9. Detachment from outcomes. If you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your estimate of it. Epictetus. Focus on your effort, not results. This reduces fear of failure. Exercise. Set intentions, then release attachment to specific outcomes. 10. Develop inner resilience. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injustice. Marcus Aurelius. Resilience means bouncing back from setbacks. Reflect daily on challenges faced and lessons learned. Exercise. Write about a recent difficulty and how you responded with strength. Cultivating Inner Peace, the Stoic Way, an in-depth guide. Inner peace, or tranquility, is a fundamental goal in many philosophical and spiritual traditions, including Stoicism. The Stoic approach provides practical, time-tested methods to achieve emotional resilience, mental calmness, and a sense of harmony regardless of external circumstances. Let's explore this in greater depth. 1. The philosophical foundations of Stoicism and inner peace. Stoicism is an ancient Greek philosophy that teaches the development of self-control and fortitude as a means of overcoming destructive emotions. Its core premise is that true happiness and inner peace come from living in accordance with nature and reason, focusing on what we can control and accepting what we cannot. The Stoics believe that external events are indifferent, their value depends on how we interpret and respond to them. Inner peace arises when we align our judgments and actions with reason and virtue, rather than being driven by passions or external circumstances. 2. The key principles of Stoic practice for inner peace. Dichotomy of control. Understanding what is within your control and what is outside of it is foundational. Control, your judgments, choices, actions, and responses. Uncontrolled, external events, other people's actions, natural disasters, or unforeseen circumstances. Practicing this distinction helps prevent unnecessary suffering. When you accept that you cannot control external factors, you free yourself from frustration and anxiety. Your focus shifts inward, fostering calmness. Example: if someone criticizes you, instead of reacting with anger, recognize that you cannot control their opinion, only your response. Virtue as the highest good. Living virtuously, embodying wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, is the ultimate goal. Virtue provides a stable foundation for inner peace because it is within your control and reflects your character. External wealth, fame, or success are peripheral. They do not determine your happiness. Practicing virtue involves acting consistently with these qualities, even in difficult situations, which cultivates integrity and peace. Mindfulness, reflection, and self-examination. Regular reflection is a core Stoic practice. Daily journaling, reviewing your actions, thoughts, and reactions to identify areas for improvement. Mindfulness, staying aware of your mental state and emotional responses to prevent impulsive reactions. This ongoing self-awareness deepens your understanding of yourself and helps you realign with your values, fostering serenity. Negative visualization, premeditatio malorum. Contemplating potential hardships prepares you emotionally and reduces their impact if they occur. Envision worst-case scenarios and consider how you would respond. Cultivates gratitude for the present, appreciation for what you have, and resilience in adversity. Example: visualizing losing your job can help you prepare mentally and emotionally, reducing fear and disappointment if it happens. Acceptance and amor fati. Amor fati, love of fate, is the Stoic idea of loving and embracing whatever happens, viewing it as necessary and beneficial. Acceptance of fate reduces suffering caused by resistance. Seeing difficulties as opportunities for growth enhances inner strength. Example: when facing illness or loss, instead of resisting, you accept and find meaning in your experience. 3. Practical exercises and daily routines. To internalize Stoic principles and cultivate inner peace, you can adopt practical routines. Morning reflection. Spend 5 to 10 minutes contemplating what challenges you might face during the day. Remind yourself of the dichotomy of control and plan how to respond virtuously. Journaling. End your day by reviewing your actions. Did you act with wisdom, justice, temperance, and courage? Note instances where you reacted emotionally and consider how to improve. Negative visualization. Dedicate a few minutes daily imagining potential setbacks or inconveniences. This prepares you emotionally and fosters gratitude. Pause and reframe. When faced with frustration or anger, pause. Ask, is this within my control? Reframe your thoughts rationally, focusing on what you can do. Gratitude practice. Regularly reflect on what you are grateful for, shifting focus from scarcity or desire to abundance. Practicing acceptance. When encountering unavoidable events, remind yourself, this is part of the natural order, and I will accept it with equanimity. 4. Applying Stoic wisdom in daily life. Real-life application involves integrating these principles into everyday situations. During conflicts, practice justice and temperance by responding calmly and fairly. When facing setbacks, recall that external events aren't within your control. Focus on your reactions. Use adversity as an opportunity to practice courage and patience. 5. The role of community and mentorship. While Stoicism emphasizes individual virtue, engaging with like-minded individuals or mentors can reinforce your practice. Reading Stoic texts, such as Marcus Aurelius's Meditations, Seneca's Letters, or Epictetus' Discourses, can deepen understanding and motivation. 6. Benefits of a Stoic approach to inner peace. Resilience. Better withstand hardships and setbacks. Emotional stability. Reduced anxiety, anger, and frustration. Clarity. Clearer thinking and better decision-making. Virtue-driven life. Living authentically aligned with your values. Long-term contentment. Stability rooted in internal virtues rather than external circumstances. Summary. Cultivating inner peace, the Stoic way involves understanding and applying key principles, such as the dichotomy of control, practicing virtue, engaging in daily reflection, and embracing acceptance of fate. It requires consistent effort, through routines like journaling, visualization, and mindfulness, to reframe perceptions and reactions. Over time, these practices foster resilience, tranquility, and a profound sense of well-being, regardless of external chaos.